LAC now on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's LAC. This one swung out to Williams. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Now this, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw again on second down. LAC. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. LAC off a play action. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Next to score, Broncos 7, Chargers 0.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he powers his way up past the 30. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running on first down, Eckler. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Flush to his right. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there for L.A. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective, because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert will give this one to Eckler, pushing through the contact.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. K.J. Hamler returning it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is LAC. Got a man open. It's Sutton. A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. LAC going to throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now LAC on the bootleg. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a
touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Second down and 8. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a give running left is Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Block now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Tonyan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Hamler now to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
A final shot before half for Locke. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Herbert on first down now. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw it is Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's Locke. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Locke. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Judy.
talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On play action, LAC. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. LAC going to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, they'll throw with LAC. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run it with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A handoff, it's Eckler. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Bulldozes past him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Welcome back now to Denver. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And that'll set them back 5. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing now is LAC. Open man, he completes it to Judy. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, Williams. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From midfield, here's LAC. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And, boy, he is very close to where they're spotting that. It's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. LAC's going to sneak it, and this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there, nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers can now take the lead with the extra point. Sly on for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score, Chargers 29, Broncos 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And from the 25, they work this to the 4.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Williams loses the football and picked up by the Chargers. Room here to run. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Here's LAC. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
LAC. This is the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now LAC. And that's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. LAC to throw. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
To throw is LAC. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now LAC. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Lock to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. One final try for Locke. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to hang on on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So, for the Chargers,
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel like envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more.